Oh my goodness.
Oh, wow.
Great start already.
It's pretty late in the evening.
We are watching Aliens.
Yeah.
We are huge fans of this franchise,
Yeah.
and we're going to do a commentary. And
Yeah.
so we're going to tell you when to play it with us, and you can listen. Or if you don't want to watch the movie, you can listen. Maybe we're just that good. We're not that good. Why are you... Svenska Kommentar? Some good subtitles, man.
I need subtitles.
That guy has a butt chin. Not
I'm a little bit
Bishop.
I'm a little bit OCD about having subtitles in my movies because I need them, or else I go a little bit crazy.
What just happened? Okay.
We're good.
But we should explain some of our background with this franchise. We love it, but ironically, it's
Doesn't love us.
no, because but both of our favorite is Alien, the original. I think Aliens is second favorite for me.
Start
third.
it now, by the way.
Yeah, Start It Now. We're at the 20th Century Fox logo, and it's Morgan's third favorite because you like Prometheus more.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm one of
Controversial opinion
the,
time.
he likes we both like Prometheus, and I actually like the assembly cut of Alien 3 a lot.
Love Prometheus.
But we wanted to do this one because this one's the one that we have the most, I guess, varying thoughts on. Because this used to be my favorite. Used to be one of my favorite movies, like ever in the whole wide world, for a long time. And then it just kind of grew away from me. Not because it's like bad or anything. It's a damn good movie. That's just it. Just my love for it kind of faded, whereas my appreciation for Alien 1 only grew. Like, I appreciate what they do with the characters in this movie, and that I actually really care about them. Not so much in Alien 1, just kind of because they're there. I kind of just like them because I know what happens with them. But
I'm actually kind of... That's actually kind of my problem with this movie.
is that the characters?
Yeah, there's like...
Too many?
No, it's like Sigourney Weaver and Newt and Michael B.
Michael B. Michael B.
Those three are really good. They're really well done.
Everybody else is just kind of...
The rest of them are just assholes.
Game over, man. Game over.
Shut the fuck up, Bill Paxton. I like you a lot. I really do. But please.
Only man to be killed by Alien, Predator, and, what's the other one? Alien, Predator, and...
When was he killed by Predator?
Terminator. Predator 2.
Bill Paxton was in Predator 2?
Yes, he was.
Nuh-uh.
Yes, he was. He was killed by all of them.
Shut your trap hole.
And again, I still really love this movie. It's aged incredibly well. Like, all James Cameron movies age really well.
I'll say that for it, even if I come away from this being like, eh. Because, like, I'm starting to have, like, a complicated relationship with this movie.
I just have a complicated relationship with James Cameron.
Yeah.
It's because, like, I love his direction when I love it, but over 2/3 of his movies I hate.
Yeah.
Like, I love Terminator. I love Terminator 2. I love Aliens. I hate Titanic. I hate Avatar. I hate The Abyss. I hate True Lies. I mean... and Piranha 2 is, awful.
Well, naturally.
Because, sadly, it's not even the worst Piranha film. And yes, I have seen them.
I don't know why he does it to himself. Neither does he.
These effects. Stan Winston.
God bless that man.
He good. And I will, for, James Cameron being James Cameron, it is impressive that this movie just does not start out with, like, a giant loud action scene. Because, it's a James Cameron movie. He actually starts out as being, like, really disquieting. And then you have this, and then it's, like, the only thing that makes any sound, and it's really loud. So it's like, okay, there's some slower pacing in this movie sometimes, and it works.
Fair amount of the time, actually.
Yeah, surprisingly. Like, I remember, it's like, this is remembered as an action movie, but it's really more of a suspense thriller.
Yeah.
I mean, the action in it is not that good, because the action, it's shooting. It's kind of like when people were like, well, the action in Suicide Squad is good, and I'm like, no, it's not. It's people shooting at dark objects. It's not fun.
No.
And here it works, though, because it's, like, horror-related. But I think my biggest issue with the movie is that it's not, like, at least until, I think, the last 30 minutes, I don't think it's scary. Up until that point. because there's a couple scenes at the end that I like.
Um,
Whereas the original Alien is scary throughout the entire time.
I find all of this really boring.
Like the character setting up stuff.
Yeah.
It's because Ridley Scott made a really unconventional movie with Alien. We just kind of take for granted how unconventional it is. Whereas this movie, I think, it's much more of a Hollywooded kind of movie, which is not a bad thing all the time.
No.
I mean, I like good characters in my movie, and this movie does have good characters. I mean, Ripley is Ripley because of this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And she's one of the most badass action heroines ever. Probably ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I like Sarah Connor a lot, but Sarah Connor's kind of a biatch in Terminator 2, understandably, but I just like Ellen Ripley more because she's just more relatable.
Actually, I think I'm on the Sarah Connor side because
I can see why.
Because she's a biatch. Like, that's just really good challenging of your audience.
I do like that, though. That's one of my favorite parts of that movie. Oh, that's a good transition. I didn't really notice that before. Like, her head and overlaid with the earth. Like, that was... Nobody puts thoughts into transitions like that anymore. They just kind of transition, and it's like, oh... George Lucas would have done, like, whoop, wipe.
I think it's seen as a dated thing to do transitions like that.
Yeah, but I don't think it ever is. Because when, like, people know what they're doing to it, it works.
Yeah, but can I just, like...
And here's another thing I'll respect James Cameron for. Man, he
Just fucking
shits all over the Bechdel test. It's just like, nope. Which is interesting seeing how, oh, this asshole.
Just completely interrupt my point.
I'm sorry, go ahead. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, but, like, this whole beginning here just bores the hell out of me.
I can see why. I mean, upon multiple viewings.
And then when we meet the soldiers, I just start to hate them.
See, I like Vasquez. She's funny.
Yeah, but she's like I just don't find her interesting.
I mean, she's really not. I mean, the interest here lies with the dynamic between Michael Biehn, this character, and Sigourney Weaver. I don't remember his name because he's just the asshole. Burke.
Yeah. Such a dick name. Burke.
Burke. This is... Let's see. I also like how... Strange... Not, I guess because Alien Covenant's coming out next year. I guess let's see.
May.
No. The android in Prometheus was named David.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the android who is going to show up in Alien Covenant's going to start with an E name, because in the first movie you had A for, what's his name? Ash. Then this movie had Bishop. And then in Alien 3 you have C. I can't remember. It starts with a C. And then in Alien Resurrection you had Winona Ryder's character who has a D name. Or no, wait, no.
They skipped.
I messed up. They skipped Alien 3. Or Resurrection. But you know what? Jinxie's the most important character. I actually do care more about Jinxie than most of the soldiers.
Jonesy,
not Jinxie. Who's Jinxie?
Oh no, I think you made that up.
No, Jinxie's from something. Okay, I don't... Why did Sigourney Weaver never do much else after the 80s? She just wasn't in anything.
She was in Holes.
She was good in that.
And Paul in Cabin in the Woods. She plays like the same character in Paul.
Wait, she was in Cabin... Oh, she was in Cabin in the Woods. Forgot about that.
She plays like the same character in Paul in Cabin in the Woods. Like, show up at the end for 10 minutes and die.
See, again, like the body horror, that holds up.
Yeah.
And I am a big fan of body horror. I love David Cronenberg.
Alright, can I just go on a tangent here?
Go ahead.
I find this beginning part really boring.
Mm-hmm.
I find meeting the soldiers and sticking around and watching them pack up really boring. I find them getting to LV-426, walking around the place, and the tension is like at an all-time high. You're just waiting for shit to explode, and when then shit does explode, I find all of that like some of the best scenes in cinema ever.
That is a beautiful way to put it. I don't dislike the opening as much as you do, but I will say that it's definitely diminishing returns of the more you watch it, the more you're just like, all right, let's get to the movie.
Yeah, and then I find a little bit after that really boring, And then we get. I find pretty much everything after that except the last 30 minutes really boring.
Which
And
is
then-
the total opposite with Alien. I feel like that movie just maintains a solid through line of interest that keeps me
Yeah.
completely invested the
Because
entire
like
time.
Alien has so many layers.
It does.
Like something that people like never talk about is Ash.
Yeah.
Cause like you didn't have to throw in a psycho fucking robot. Android.
In many ways, now that I know what like the alien looks like and that I'm used to it, I find Ash kind of more creepy.
Yeah.
Like the scene where
really,
they destroy him, I'm like, that shit's hard to watch.
like Ian Holm is just
He's so good at it. And
he's got that little
so unnerving.
like 3 months pregnant belly
Yeah.
all the time. Bilbo Swaggins.
That was really relevant. I like that.
Jesus, I'm tired.
Corporate. This is a theme in all of the Alien movies that I don't really understand why it's here. Like, giant corporations are bad. I'm like, even in Prometheus, I'm just kind of like, why is this here? This movie isn't
actually
about
think-
this.
In the first one, it made sense.
But it wasn't like. Here it's just like they're assholes. In Alien, it was they're psychopaths. Like they don't care about the well-being of people, and they'll be willing to kill a bunch
Well,
of people. And here it's the same thing,
I mean,
but
that's kind of the same as real life.
I guess. But it's still like if they're gonna focus this amount of time on it, they need to make it a little bit more interesting. Gestates is not a fun word.
Okay, but really though, this is like the first Alien is so brilliant, and it has so many layers, and it's so beautifully filmed and acted. And
It's kind of like when people say like when people are like, yeah, I like the first Alien, but it's really slow, so I like Aliens more. And then I'm kind of like, that sounds like the people to me who complain about like, if you took the scenes out of 2001: A Space Odyssey, you wouldn't miss anything. I'm like, you guys really don't appreciate the filmmaking aspect of movies, do you?
Also, this movie is horribly paced.
It does not have good. No, it does not have good pacing.
No, because it goes from really boring to really awesome, to really boring
In
again.
like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Like, can you stop? And you could make some complaints about the pacing of Alien 1. I happen to think it's fantastic, but
Me
I can
too.
understand thinking the opposite of it just because of the way it is.
You know what movie also doesn't have that a pacing issue? Alien 3. It really, I mean, like, for as many gripes as people have with the movie, it doesn't have that problem.
Yeah.
It's, in fact, it's paced almost identically to Alien 1, which
Yeah.
is the way it should be. I mean, in many ways, if David Fincher was allowed to make the movie he wanted to make, Alien 3 would be the real sequel to Alien 1.
Yeah.
Kind of like how, it would be the Silent Hill type of thing. We'd have Silent Hill 1, Silent Hill 2,
yeah.
Silent Hill 3.
Yeah.
I mean, the assembly cut
is-
of Alien 3 I still really love, but it's still got issues.
This is not the Silent Hill 2 of this franchise.
No. The Silent Hill 2 of this franchise is Alien.
Yeah.
This is the
feel
Silent Hill 4.
No, this is Silent Hill 1.
Okay, that's fair.
Silent Hill 4 is probably Prometheus.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Yeah, and
I mean, here's another thing I don't get about people who complain about
Silent Hill Origins is Alien 3.
what's
then
Alien Resurrection.
Homecoming.
The worst.
Yeah. God, just what even, like, Alien Resurrection is hilarious.
Like, part of
And
me
it
wants to
is.
think that movie was an intentionally funny comedy, but
It is
it's
awful.
But it's not.
No.
And it's written by Joss Whedon, and I'm so confused.
Like, look, Joss Whedon doesn't have a perfect career.
And isn't it shot by Darius Kanji, the guy who did Seven?
Yeah.
Because it's got that weird like sepia look, except
Yeah.
it doesn't look right for the
It's
Alien
It's
franchise.
the director of Amelie, I think. And I'm like,
Yes.
how? Who let this happen?
You know what the worst part of Alien Resurrection is?
Mhm.
And also the best part?
Mhm.
Brad Dourif.
Yeah.
beautiful baby. Brad Dourif is the best and worst part about every movie he's in,
Yeah.
except for Exorcist 3. Then he's just the best part. That's the one movie that has figured out how to well utilize Brad Dourif.
Actually, Two Towers.
Okay, that too.
Yeah.
Worm tongue. Why are we alive?
Which side is the microphone?
I think it's just...
I'm just gonna get close.
I am so sorry.
Me too.
You know, I bet a lot of people are just like, I find this part really interesting. I wish they would shut the fuck up. And I'm just like, well, you know what? You're listening to a commentary, so why don't you just lick my butt?
It's also really boring.
Yep. Did he just call Sigourney Weaver kiddo? Isn't she technically like 50 years older than you?
Like, yeah. Yeah.
You know what's
what the hell is the thing with Amanda Ripley in this movie?
I was just about to say, you know what's a better sequel to Alien? Alien Isolation?
Dude. Yes.
Like, it's... Yeah. That's all I have to say about that. And it utilizes the multiple aliens so much better than this movie does, because in this movie it's just like, nah, just blow them apart. They just die. That's the one thing, like, I don't get, like James Cameron loves his gun porn a little too much. He figured out how to add it to the Titanic. That's just... Billy Zane. Oh, God.
I will say this for the opening of this movie. This is like a really brilliant element to add to it.
Like, in what way?
Just PTSD.
Oh, yes. They actually give Ripley a character. It's just like, I enjoy these moments. I just don't enjoy the parts where she's talking to other people, and it's just like, we're moving the plot forward, you know where it's going, but we gotta stay here. Yeah. James Cameron can't do exposition for shit.
Oh, God.
Like, even the Terminator movies have that, like Michael, fuck's sake, Kyle Reese in Terminator 1 is just like, I am exposition man for the first 30 minutes of this movie.
Well, to be
Sarah
fair,
Connor.
to be fair, she does need an explanation.
That's true. He is decent at writing scenarios into which exposition feels more natural. That does not make the exposition itself any better, but God, look at his hair. It's so 80s.
This is disgusting.
You are the worst character ever. I mean, like, morally. He's in...
Fuck, this is a good Blu-ray transfer.
Yeah, really. Like, you can literally see all of the pores on Sigourney Weaver's face. Mm-hmm. That's incredible.
Yeah, that right there is the dream. No, it isn't. I don't know why I said that. It's not hard to look at, but, you know, me.
See, I have a thing for empowered women, so I just kind of find Sigourney Weaver really hot in these movies, and everyone shames me for it.
I'm not going to shame you for it.
But thank you.
She's going to be the grandma in A Monster Calls, and she was a really good character in the book. Like, really well done.
Oh, really?
I hope they do that justice.
Oh, when does that come out?
It's wide release in January.
Oh, man. Too long.
Yeah. And I spent so long thinking that was going to be my movie of the year.
And now it's...
Not.
Well, I mean, Moonlight happened.
Yeah, so... You lose. Sorry.
Why does a part of, like... Could the movie have just found a way to start here? Like, could we have taken all of the stuff that was there and just kind of shove it into here somehow? Mm-hmm. I feel like...
Okay, so you notice all these slow pans through hallways?
Yeah.
That's not James Cameron's style.
He's just like, Ridley Scott did it.
Yeah.
So I should do it.
I gotta make it look like an alien movie.
Because he doesn't do that in any other movies.
Will you stop?
That guy's face was just dumb.
Bill Paxton.
Hi, Bill.
It makes me laugh every time.
A cigar.
Where? Who let them take that with him?
That can't be safe. What is wrong with his eye?
I don't know.
It looks like it hurts. Why did he look like, I must break you? Whatever happened to Michael Biehn, man?
Tombstone.
Oh my God. He was in Tombstone. Oh, I love this guy.
I feel like the banter in this movie between all the Marines is really Marines.
Oh my, it's so like
It's not even funny.
it's Michael Bay-ish,
Yeah.
almost.
Fucking soul patch. Why did Bishop have to take his shirt off?
That's a really good. Here's the best line in the whole movie here in a sec. Because Vasquez is just a one-liner machine.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Why are they such cunts?
well, I was just gonna say, what am I supposed to get from that? Like, are you being legitimate? Are you like, what? Why don't you believe her?
Like,
See, okay, that's. Oh my god, this is almost like the Predator arm grab.
except that was awesome.
Have you ever been mistaken for a man? No, you. I see it coming. Did you just dolphin laugh?
Yeah.
Okay, that was just dumb. Wow, his name is Spunkmeyer. I'm not even gonna make a joke about that. That just writes itself.
I'm starting to dislike this. I'm gonna be real.
Can I just say that anytime anyone has used the word poontang, it has never felt natural,
No.
ever?
No.
Okay, this is cool. This part of the scene I like.
Yeah.
Because it shows us, like, exactly what we need to know about Bishop. And
Without
it's
needing
cool.
exposition.
No. Yeah.
Then it delivers exposition.
Exactly. And because we get to torture, fucking Bill Paxton a bit. And because in real life this is horrifying.
Yeah.
And also James Cameron somehow managed to make it look like this without, like, just fast forwarding the footage. I think he just, like, upped the frame rate. Any excuse to make Bill Paxton scream. It was very funny,
Yeah.
actually. That's another person. What did Lance Henriksen go on to do? I know he was the...
Pumpkinhead.
Which one? There's like 7.
Yes.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Okay, hang on. That guy
Ew.
just said, boy, he got a corn cob up his ass. I'm like, who says that? And why? I also like in the scene how Bishop's like, cornbread? And Rip's like, fuck you! God damn it, I want a movie about Bishop.
I just want a movie about Lance Henriksen.
Mm.
I immediately like him in everything. He just
Yeah.
has a face for him, just like I like you. I'm shocked.
What a smarmy little
It does take a lot to play like his kind of character where you have to downplay emotion and not sound like like an asshole.
Yeah.
He does it well. He's likable for it.
Fuck your cornbread.
I mean, and Ripley has total cause to feel this way too.
Yeah.
This is not even kind of contrived. I feel the exact same way.
Just like plays now. That is obvious JPEG.
Oh yeah. See, that's the bad part about the Blu-ray transfer. Cameron just has a very clean style of directing, and it's very obvious. It's very boxy. You can kind of tell
It
when
feels really sterile.
see, that's the thing. It feels really sterile, but whenever he gets into an environment that isn't like cold machine area, then it's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
And that's same thing with Terminator. You know, I actually realized that when I watched Terminator like for the second time a while back, I was just like, Jennifer Jason Leigh is in this movie.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Well, you've only seen Terminator twice?
Yep.
What the fuck?
I mean, like dedicated watches, not just like watching on TV.
Oh.
I mean, like sit down and do nothing but watch it.
No, I've done that like 10 times.
I've done that with this movie. Like, I think this is my 4th time seeing it.
I've also watched this like 10 times. I used to love it.
Yeah, it used to be in my top 50. Now it's in my top 130.
It's in my top 100 now, and I'm rethinking that.
See, but that's the thing, is that once we get to the awesome part, you're just going to be like, yeah, I'll leave the word. Because that's every James Cameron movie.
Yeah, but I don't think so, really. Because I know what comes after the awesome part.
Shut up. Oh my god, you're so funny.
It actually is. It actually is funny.
It's funny because it's not
Yeah.
at all.
Like
Illegal alien.
You thought he was so clever. Tone shift.
And Vasquez, like, thought that was warrant of a middle finger. Like, I wouldn't have even... I love that. They have a report on disc. It's like, what, 20,000? And they're just using discs. Meanwhile, in the real world, 5 years after this movie, it's just like, hey, we're moving from floppy disks to CD-ROMs.
You know, I like how each Alien sequel took like 10 years to come out.
What is... Secure what?
That's
His
so
mouth?
weird. Everything with that... Like, parts
You
of
know
this...
how Max Landis said that it was really weird how in the Magnificent Seven remake everyone just kind of kept saying things throughout the movie that didn't make any sense, and I didn't really understand what he meant, because everything made sense in that movie. This movie, on the other hand, is just like, what? Why did you say that?
This is edited like a student film.
It kind of is.
That was a terrible shot.
This guy is hilarious, though, because he's overacting so, like, the scenery has bite marks all over it. It's so great.
So, wait, Full Metal Jacket came out in 87.
That was, what, a year after this?
Yeah. I was about to say somebody's seen Full Metal Jacket, but that would be false.
I think that movie came out, and then everybody was like, oh, we should do Drill Sergeants like this. We're dumb.
Yeah, no, this is like... He, like, overacts, and it was weird.
See, in this, though, he doesn't really overact like he's an army officer. He overacts like he's the commissioner from a police movie.
Yeah. I think Razor Fist was actually the one that got me thinking about not liking this movie so much.
Yeah, he was just like, I'm not talking about its inferior sequel.
Just like, you're right.
It is inferior, but I still say it's like, it's a solid 8 to a light 9. Like, because I do feel like I'm unfairly judging it when I put it against Alien, which is literally a perfect film. Because it's just like, yeah, everything sucks compared to Alien.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this movie does a lot wrong, but it's like, there's so nitpicky problems that I have with this movie, and it's only because I've seen it, like, a bunch of times, and oh my god, she was wearing Reeboks.
Yeah.
She was wearing Reeboks!
Yeah, you didn't know that?
No, I never noticed that before. It's like the IBM thing on the Kubrick Blu-ray of 2001.
Oh, yeah.
You can see, like, the dirt under her fingernail. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And again, I appreciate James Cameron for shit like this. This is cool. Like, this was made for this movie.
That shot of the sergeant just lifting up a cigar, like, god damn, woman.
Right up my ass. Why did... Was that particularly funny?
No, it's just like...
I mean, she just did it, and then they're like...
That was just like blatantly sexist.
Yeah, just like, it's funny because she's a...
God, I want a replica of those.
Look at that Nerf gun.
I really want one, though.
Her says adios.
That's
I'm
actually
dead.
just an M60.
Yeah, really. I like it because the pulse rifle noise.
Yeah. That was why I wanted to play... Well, I didn't want to play when I found out what it was.
Yeah.
But why I wanted Aliens Colonial Marines to be really good.
And it was made by Gearbox, so it should have been. But it wasn't, because they were like, let's put all this money into Borderlands 2 instead. And it's like, okay, well...
Good, but no.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, everyone would have gotten Borderlands 2 no matter what. Might as well have made that game good. This thing just looks hilarious.
Like, what the heck? The fuck do you even see out of that?
It just really does look like a giant child's toy. Like,
why is this? Did you see what he just did?
what did he? I couldn't really understand.
Like, he put it up. The Velcro was already attached on his leg, and he just slapped it. Like, he was attaching it. Like, first of all, it's Velcro. Just snap it with your hands. But no, he's just like, yeah! Marine! Motherfucker!
You're really missing things here, people, because Morgan is going insane.
Yeah.
In the membrane.
You're probably all really pissed at me for picking this movie to pieces right now.
Is that, like, at the end of the day, we still both really like it. We just, we're doing a commentary on it.
I make no promises.
I still really like it. It's like, hey, look, the movie's starting now.
This is when it, like, gets awesome.
Yes.
And then it stops being awesome a little bit after this.
Yeah.
And then it starts being awesome again and it ends.
This drum.
Get it on. Yeah!
Bill Paxton just wants to have sex a lot.
Can you tell that I've seen this part a few times?
Lot. Game over, man. Game over.
Express elevator to hell. Going down. That was my Bill Paxton.
That was good. It was alright.
Sounded a little bit Down syndrome-y.
Well, it's Bill Paxton.
Oh. Military.
God, Cameron, you are so subtle. Just looking at shot of Michael Biehn, shot of Sigourney Weaver. You want to fuck? Yes.
But they don't.
But they don't. I do respect him for that,
Yeah,
at least. He's not
really.
that formulaic. He does care.
He shed it. He shed it.
He shed the thing.
Mark.
I think this might be like the only part of the movie, effects-wise, that just really doesn't hold up. Is this next part here? This part looks fine.
Also the part when it like flies away from the planet after they nuke it.
Yeah. Spunkmeyer, Christ.
Poor guy.
Yeah, look at that. Look at that green screen.
Ooh.
Mm.
Ooh, that's some never
Yeah,
Star
Star Wars aged a lot better than this did.
Yeah. This was made 3 years after the last Star Wars.
Yeah, and it's a Cameron movie, which again, like, Terminator 2 has aged immaculately.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if that movie came out now, I'd be like, yeah, alright,
Yeah.
looks fine. I mean, Terminator Genesis didn't even look as good as that.
No.
Terminator Genesis was ass. Hate that movie so much. Like, everybody was just like, it's alright. I'm like, no, it's not. It's
No.
awful. Even Emilia Clarke couldn't save that movie.
And she's the most beautiful thing that's ever walked the face of the planet.
True.
Like,
One. So one.
me too.
Really?
If you couldn't, yeah, you couldn't tell.
See,
But
I
that
kinda
was the
wish-
shot of Michael Biehn just being like,
The approach that I really wish they had taken with this scene is that I just wish it was all from inside the vehicle. That way you wouldn't have the bad
Yeah.
special effects shots, but also it would feel really isolated and you kind of feel them dropping and it would be weird. I like that. Like if you did the Max Landis deeper thing.
yeah,
That screenplay is so good. I can't wait for that movie.
it's like it's just Moon, but cool.
Moon's cool.
Cooler. Pardon me.
Moon's still pretty cool.
Yeah, but just cool.
Duncan Jones.
But just cooler.
That guy kills me. He looks so strange. I must break you.
His eyebrows upset me.
Or lack thereof.
Well, I mean, they're there. They're just really blonde.
His delivery is just, God, just like, dude, there's bite marks on the scenery. Get off.
Like, really, his comedic timing is pretty brilliant.
It is, honestly.
I don't know why they got out missiles.
It's like a really good question. Aren't you going to a place where there's supposedly a bunch of people?
Yeah. Why did you say damn? There was really no need for that.
Why isn't there a scene? Wait, we're watching the original cut, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the I actually think I have seen the director's cut of this because I distinctly remember. Isn't there a bunch of scenes about when they land on the planet
Yeah.
of Newt and when her parents discover that thing?
Yeah, and I hate that.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of wish they just removed those from the movie, and I didn't know what cut of the movie I was watching.
I mean, they did.
Like I like this approach much better.
Theatrical version's so much better.
Oh yeah.
In a movie that already has pacing issues, they drag out the boring part.
Don't do that. And like they have those parts where the characters who you don't know their names and they're not relevant are just talking about like stuff.
Yep. Like, thank you for this unneeded context.
Yeah, really. It's like the less you show, the more scary it is, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Horror is about being put in uncomfortable environments and situations we are not familiar with, so not establishing a setting is actually a good thing. It's like if they showed all of the rooms in Silent Hill before you went in them in Silent Hill. Completely defeats the purpose.
Mm-hmm.
That is the dumpiest looking car I've ever seen. It's so stupid.
Dumpy like our Dark Souls character?
Yes, Dumpy. That's his car.
Dude, if I had a car in Dark Souls...
I just want that car in real life. I want to drive to, like, college and that. Can you imagine hitting up high school?
Yeah, take up, like, 3 spaces. What an asshole.
And you just be like, I don't care. I got a tank.
Fight me.
Oh, yeah, you can't, because I will literally kill
Bar.
you.
Bar. Did you see that bar sign?
I love the bar. It's great.
Bar. It's like the bar in Gone Girl.
The bar, except there it's supposed to be a joke.
Yeah.
Because not Joan Cusack is funny.
It was fucking immaculate.
It is so good. Talk about a movie that has no pacing issues. That movie is like 2.5 hours long, and it feels like an hour.
And I've seen it like 5 times.
Same. I've watched it a lot.
Yeah.
And, like, for God's sakes, because of that movie's structure, you think that movie would have pacing issues like hell, but it does not at all. Fincher's third best, if you ask me. See, you're one of the people that gives Zodiac its full amount of appreciation, so you put it above it. So I don't discount that.
Asshole.
I love Zodiac.
I know you do.
Just not as much as I should, admittedly, but I appreciate it on many levels. That's another movie. Like, all of Fincher movies that are, like, really long do not feel like... Zodiac is 3 hours long. It feels like 1/3 of that.
Actually, I feel like it's really long, but it should be because a lot of time passes and a lot of shit happens.
Well, and there's so much detail in everything.
Yeah.
See, this is when the movie is good.
Yeah.
The set design is immaculate in this movie.
Cinematography here is also brilliant.
Did this movie win? What Oscars did this movie win? Because I think it won like 2.
I don't know.
Probably sound design.
Just for the close rivals.
You know what trope I hate in like filmmaking just traditionally is action movies not being able to win any Oscars that are not best editing, best cinematography, or best effects.
Yeah.
Because I mean, look, Mad Max Fury Road should have won Best Picture. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, again, Spotlight was good.
I mean, you know.
But I feel like they gave...
Force Awakens wasn't nominated, so...
It should have... I agree with Neil Patrick Harris. It should have been. But... It's still, like... I feel like they gave that movie, like, 8 other Oscars just to be like, we can't give it Best Picture because it's an action movie. We have to give it to the boring drama talking movie. Mm-hmm. I know, Spotlight's not boring, but still, my point stands.
Mm-hmm.
And The Big Short was better than Spotlight.
Yeah, a little bit. And also, Room was better than Spotlight.
Room was awesome. Brie Larson deserved that Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
Just... Because I feel like Hollywood just doesn't give a lot of really, like, amazingly strong roles to women because the last 5 years of Best Actress and Best Supporting Actress have been like a fucking wasteland.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I haven't cared about any of them.
Yeah.
Except for Brie Larson. I was like...
I just love her so much.
And I was just like, if Emma Stone wins Best Supporting Actress for Birdman, that'll be great. But I don't necessarily like. She was good. There was nothing wrong with it, but I don't think she was in the movie enough to warrant that.
I would disagree.
She was still. She had like the second best scene in the movie.
I actually really think she's kind of the standout of the whole thing.
Really, my favorite performance is Ed Norton.
Mm.
And again, my favorite part of Birdman is everything.
Yeah. I think it makes more and more sense every day when I think about it, that comparison you made between me and his character.
You mean, wait, who now?
Ed Norton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess I did make that comparison.
Mm-hmm. And I was like, what? And now I'm like, yeah,
Oh.
a little bit. I'm kind of an asshole.
Not really, no.
Mm-hmm. Well,
I mean, and I'm so Michael Keaton.
I mean,
it's like not even funny.
I mean, I like you, so I'm not an asshole to you. So you really
you're
don't
not
know.
an asshole to the people that matter.
Yeah. But I'm an asshole to everyone else, which is most people. So
let's see, 2 Oscars.
Asshole.
What'd you get? Best effects and sound editing. Yep.
Hang on, check something for me. Sigourney Weaver was nominated for Best Supporting Actress, right?
Let's see. Nominated for 3 Oscars. Best Actress in a Leading Role for Girls in the Mist. Best Actress in a Supporting Role for Working Girl, and Best Actress in a Leading Role for Aliens.
Okay, right. Leading role. Right.
I'm glad she was. I mean, she's fantastic in this.
She didn't win.
Really? Avatar is second on her IMDb page. She's more relevant than Alien 3. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I like Alien 3 a considerable amount more than Avatar. That's for damn sure.
No.
I do.
I mean, I like the assembly cut better.
That's what I mean.
Oh, alright. I mean, assembly cut is not what I think of when I think of Alien 3.
I do, just because I like to forget about the
I can't.
theatrical version.
I can't.
Just like James Cameron would probably... Or not James Cameron, David Fincher. God damn it.
Just like...
See, like, it's on the top 250 on IMDb at number 65. That's a little... It's a little high.
Yeah.
A little high. Like, where's Alien in comparison? Yeah, this is above Old Boy. No. And Vertigo, and Return of the Jedi, and Reservoir Dogs, and Requiem for a Dream. Nope.
No.
And A Clockwork Orange. Oh, it's above Taxi Driver. Well, that's no. Morgan looks so sad. He likes Taxi Driver a lot. I mean, I do too, obviously. It's perfect, but he loves it. Oh, it's above Eternal Sunshine. Great. And Full Metal Jacket. And Amadeus.
Because Taxi Driver is just me if I was in Vietnam.
Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? It's above Hacksaw Ridge, 2001: A Space Odyssey, and Arrival. But let's talk about this though. It's above 2001: A Space Odyssey and Arrival. Both of those are significantly better science fiction films.
Can also just say that I love that 2001: A Space Odyssey and Arrival ended up like right next to each other.
I know, that's kind of awesome.
That is like awesome and very appropriate. I think the assembly cut is on this Blu-ray.
I hope so.
It doesn't say, but I think so. If this has the special edition, then
I'm sure.
This probably has the assembly cut.
What the fuck? LA Confidential is only at 101?
It's weird.
Why? That seems wrong. Last Crusade's only at 107? What the fuck?
God, I need to watch The Hunt.
The Hunt is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's the vagina.
Mm-hmm. I like how it's still holding this tension over our heads.
Yeah, really. And they're just so unsettling.
Yeah.
Like, the practical effects in this movie are absolutely unparalleled.
Yeah. And I mean, it's Giger. Stan Winston
You know what
does a good
movie
job.
I need to see?
But what?
Unforgiven?
Dude.
Like, why have I not seen it?
Dude.
I can't even give a reason.
Like, I don't like Clint Eastwood.
I like him as a director a lot more than I do as.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah,
Like,
he's
Gran Torino is a freaking masterpiece.
Gran Torino is so good.
He's kind of a chode, first and foremost, just as a person.
Raging Bull. Oh my God! Why is it above all of these? Heat, Chinatown.
It's above Raging Bull.
Yes,
Oh
significantly.
my, no.
Pan's Labyrinth. Are you? Oh my God! And Room. Ran. It's above. Oh my God! Fuck off. Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. It's above Blade Runner.
Gonna throw this computer through the screen.
I don't recommend that. Wow, didn't know Casino was that high. At all, actually.
I mean, considering it's the same movie as Goodfellas.
I like A Beautiful Mind, but not enough to be at 151.
No.
It's not that good.
Just Ron Howard's an okay director.
He's a fantastic visual director.
I think you feel the same way about Linklater, the way I do it about Ron Howard.
I think I actually still feel the same way about Ron Howard that you do.
Oh, okay then.
Yeah, V for Vendetta is a 157. That needs to be higher.
Don't you like how no one saw Inferno?
Yeah.
Like Tom Hanks.
That makes me very happy, actually.
Like Tom Hanks probably didn't even see Inferno.
No. Was it Felicity Jones in that too?
Yeah.
She's in everything this year.
I love her so much.
Wow, Gran Torino's at 161. I didn't know it was in the top 250.
I really, really hope she gets nominated and win. Actually, no, she can't win for Best Supporting Actress this year for A Monster Call.
I guess she can't.
Because
Train Spotting.
no, it's not because like she can't. It's because Naomi Harris in Moonlight was actually the best performance I've seen this year.
Oh wow, God, I can't wait to see Moonlight. Wow, Sixth Sense is 173.
I just don't like that movie.
The Sixth Sense is above No Country for Old Men is at 176. That's disgusting. That movie needs to be so much higher.
I mean, it makes sense because a bunch of pleb assholes are just like, yeah, I don't get it. It's a dumb
different.
ending. It's different. It has a dumb ending. It's dumb. I don't get it.
Force Awakens at 177 should be higher, but whatever.
It's gay. Get rid of it.
Yep.
Fucking dying in a fire.
Finally, Gone Girl made it up past 200. It's made it to 181. Thank God. Wow, I still need to see Come and See so badly.
Gave Gone Girl a 9 and There Will Be Blood a 10?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Why?
I expected you to go like full 10 for Gone Girl.
I give it 9 because you do have to suspend your disbelief a lot with everything that happens at the end. Like, and it does kind of feel, the ending does kind of feel like it lingers a bit, maybe too long-ish.
Yeah, I see that.
And like, you just have to suspend your disbelief to the point where I'm like, it's not quite perfect, but it's definitely close.
I gave out 10s really easy, by the way.
I am so stingy now with them.
Because I really don't give a shit.
Platoon's at 188. I'm okay with that. Oh, I don't like Hotel Rwanda that much.
I haven't seen it. It doesn't look interesting.
I mean, I gave it a 6, so I liked it, I guess.
Oh, come on, man. You gotta give Shutter Island a 9 for me.
Shutter Island's awesome, though. That is one of my favorite movies.
You give it an 8.
8's good.
Yeah, but it's an 8.
I mean,
the movie's like full 10.
I guess with Shutter Island, it's... Well, first of all, I mean, I guess I won't hold this against the movie, but it's like, the twist in that movie, like, you can watch the trailer and guess it.
I mean, I didn't, but I saw it when I was like 10. So
yeah, that's that.
I'm like forever shocked by it, so...
Spotlight's above Stand By Me? No. Why is Stand By Me so low?
No, you will die. Sorry.
Why is it so low?
I don't know.
That's gross.
Disgusting.
Fury Road's at 199. Why?
I mean, for those of you who don't know, which is everyone, Stand By Me is my 3rd favorite movie of all time.
It's because it's great.
Yeah. It's tied with Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Princess Bride's at 209. Should be higher.
Oh my god.
Jurassic Park's at 210. Should be higher.
But
Stalker's at 214. Should be higher. Truman Show, 217. Should be higher. Before Sunrise, 218. Should be higher.
Oh my god.
The fact is Zootopia. I still haven't seen Zootopia. It's so
I
built.
think Before Midnight is no, it's not. It's actually the lowest rated of the user ratings.
You know what the absolute worst, most disgusting part of the list though is?
Mm.
Donnie Darko's at 226. It's close to not being there, and that makes me so sad.
Like,
And for those of you who don't know, Donnie Darko is my favorite movie.
you know what's absolutely disgusting?
Newt's face in this scene.
Yes, but the fact that Mysterious Skin isn't on the list at all.
That's.
I mean, to be fair, it's because no one's seen it.
They should. Wow, Terminator is only at 231.
Can I just make a PSA here? Everyone,
See Mysterious Skin.
yeah, it's on Hulu.
Agreed. One of my favorite movies. Also gave it a 10 because it's perfect.
Like, show it to your bigoted uncle.
It's about gay people.
Like, your racist grandfather, your homophobic cousin.
Brother,
Show
uncle.
Show it to your family members who are incredibly accepting. Just everyone see that movie.
Prisoners is 232. Why? 12 Monkeys what the Jaws is 2. That what is even? Barry Lyndon's this low. Strangers on a Train. I'm surprised Sin City's on the list at all.
Also, Jake said it was one of his favorite movies, Mysterious Skin.
It is.
And it's my favorite movie, like, overall, like, ever.
Oh, the Imitation Game is at 248.
Wow, I'm actually amazed it's on there.
It's beneath The Help.
Really?
The Help's good, but the Imitation Game. Really?
Oh, come on, you couldn't give that a 9 for me?
Like 8.
For what?
I have to watch it again to point out all the specific details. I mean, acting obviously perfect.
The movie's kind of fucking flawless.
Uh,
Watch it again sometime soon.
Pacing. I'd say
No, that movie flew by.
Not for me. It wasn't like slow. I just felt that some parts I feel needed more momentum than others.
You're dumb. Sorry.
No, you're not.
No. I mean, Imitation Game is my second favorite movie, so. Trey Thornton.
Thurman.
Oh,
Good guess though.
I don't have my glasses on.
Can't see without my glaze. We haven't talked about the movie in like a half hour.
No, because I don't give a shit.
This is the more interesting. Wow, his eyes are so large.
Yeah.
That soldier looks like a guy, a different,
I mean, he just kind of looks like standard issue white guy.
standard issue. Like you buy him in a box. Why?
What does that mean?
Like drop your lip.
Like, it's not cool.
Like, stop smiling, and take off your pants. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Fuck. Why did he say that?
It's like a goddamn town meeting. Like, what?
Because there are a lot of them. It's a town meeting.
What is this movie? This movie's so try-hard.
It is a bit.
It's a bit, like, try-hard and edgy.
Who, like, did Cameron write it, too?
Probably.
I would not be even kind of surprised. Yeah, James Cameron. Oh my god, this was written by 5 people. This makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, again, 65. Is Alien 1 above it? I hope so.
It is.
Whoa, The Dark Knight Rises is at 62?
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that movie deserves, like, everybody shits on it all the time. Thank God, Pass and Glory.
Mm.
Oh, God, I love you so much. There it is, 51. It should be.
Yeah.
It's behind The Lion King? No.
No.
No. Wait, why do I have that as 7? I give The Lion King a 6.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't like The Lion King.
Why?
It's narratively broken.
What the fuck does that mean?
The first half is nothing but Simba complaining and being a whiny, unlikable asshole, and then the second arc of the movie makes no fucking sense because the movie's like, remember who you are, Simba. Oh, you mean a douche?
No, it's like remember.
What?
It's like remember who I wanted you to be.
Well, he doesn't say that. So remember who you are.
Why the fuck would he say that? Remember who I wanted you to be sounds douchey.
Well, it still makes more sense. And just the pacing of that movie actually sucks.
I disagree. So you're wrong.
Okay, Memento should not be so close to The Prestige. Because The Prestige is good, but it is not one film away from Memento good.
It's fine. It's fine by me, but like what I have a problem with is that sandwich in between them is Apocalypse Now.
Yeah, Apocalypse Now needs to be in the top 5.
Number 1, Apocalypse Now is better than both of them combined.
Apocalypse Now's also not even, like, it's better than The Godfather.
Really.
Oh, Gladiator. Fuck off.
Gladiator is...
If Whiplash was behind Gladiator, I'd be very angry.
Tell me how you give that a 9.
What, Whiplash?
Yeah. Tell me how.
Because I love it?
That movie's perfect.
The end is
No.
kind of...
No. Shut up. That is like one of the best endings ever.
Even explain anything. I just said the end is. And then you said no.
Because you were going to bitch about it. And that is actually one of the best endings in cinema history.
Me to. Yeah, this is gross. I like it.
So no?
What?
You're not going to explain yourself?
Well, I was going to, but then you said no, and
Well,
I figured I
wrong.
should just stop. It felt abrupt. I would have liked a bit more closure.
No.
Well,
The closures and the implications.
I don't understand what it really amounted to.
It amounted to a fuck you, Fletcher.
Okay, true.
It also amounted to Fletcher getting that student. Getting the one that he could
That's
turn
true.
something into. It's visuals. It doesn't...
I know that, but I was just... like, Fletcher, like, once Miles Teller leaves the school, his character just became kind of oblique to me. I just couldn't really get a feel for what he was about.
Fletcher?
Yeah.
What the hell do you mean?
Because it's like, oh, then he met him, and then he was all nice to him, and then at the end it was just like, I actually knew it was you the whole time, so fuck you, and I'm not going to give you the music notes, and then at the end, but it's like, but then you're supposed to be like, oh, okay, but he still got that student, but I don't really...
No, he knew he found the student when he started playing.
Okay.
All the cool shit.
Alright.
Like, the whole time he was being nice to him, he was just like, I'm gonna get your ass.
Imagine J.K. Simmons saying it like that.
But no, he's just like, I'm gonna play that fool. And then he plays him. And then Miles Teller plays him back, and J.K. Simmons is just like, yeah, you played my game. We're cool now. I'm gonna help you with this drum solo. And then it was awesome. And also, how does that ending not satisfy you just visually?
I mean, I didn't say it didn't satisfy me visually. It definitely did visually. Like, the editing in that final scene is, like, the best in any film in general.
Like, really? It's a 10. You're wrong.
Why is The Untouchables at 38?
I don't know. I've never... Like, more than anything on the list.
And not to mention, The Untouchables has the worst poster I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Like, this could be for any movie.
Also, look at that Metascore. That makes no sense.
Also, I don't know any of these people. Who is this director? Oliver
He has done nothing else.
Well, all of his posters suck.
They're all kind of the same, too.
There's like, oh, look, two people. This is one of those, like, Oscar bait movies. This is like
Yes.
Crash. Except probably hideously less offensive than Crash. It's like, you know, setting impoverished black children on fire is less offensive than Crash. I'm not even really kidding.
A good way to put it. For those people who haven't seen Crash, they're just like, what the hell?
If you haven't seen Crash, don't. It's just...
Hang on. Have you not rated Saving Private Ryan?
Because it's been a long-ass time since I've seen it.
Fair enough.
I need to see Once Upon a Time. It's on Netflix. I need to watch it.
It's about 5 hours
Life
long.
is Beautiful is so overrated. That movie has a... Like, it is about the Holocaust, and that movie is a fucking comedy.
I've never seen it.
We watched it in Miss Sunday's class. It is like...
Oh.
I don't even mean like it's about the Holocaust. Like, no, I mean like they're in a concentration camp, and that movie is a comedy. What tone?
Why? No, like, actually, why?
If The Usual Suspects was behind Life is Beautiful, there would be people who would die. I'm just saying.
Get The Usual
Hello.
Suspects at 10, they won't get Whiplash at 9.
That was what you sounded like to me.
He just did.
Okay, here's the real problem. The Matrix is at 18. No. Dark City isn't even on this list. Morgan literally looks like Jack Nicholson in The Shining when he's staring out the window. Okay, at least Lord of the Rings is this high.
Okay, I kind of take back what I said about this tension here. Because, like, it builds and builds for a while, and then they just stop and sit there for about 15 minutes, and nothing happens, and I don't care, and now shit is happening again. So I couldn't even give it... Nigga. Bleep that out.
Okay.
10.
I mean, again, pacing problems.
No.
Even you have to agree that movie has too many endings.
No.
It could have trimmed off, like, 40 minutes. Easily.
No.
Not to mention...
People can bitch about the endings all they want, but that shit was
Okay,
necessary to close out.
Okay.
Do you have any idea how many characters are even in that movie?
I agree with you, but I still acknowledge that it's probably a problem.
No.
Also, Legolas is OP. Why did they even need the army?
You give it a fucking 9 for that?
I'm just saying, it's a random complaint that I pulled out of my ass.
You at least gave Fellowship a 10, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's because the only one I didn't give a 10 was Return of the King, just because I think it's the weakest one. Fellowship is the strongest narratively because it has the best through line and it has like the best pacing and the best like assortment of characters and
Best character moments.
And Two Towers has fucking Gollum. That's enough.
And Helm's Deep.
Yep.
That's actually my least favorite though.
Two Towers.
Yeah.
I actually think it might be my least favorite too, but I just gave it a 10 because I think it deserves. Wow, the cinematography suddenly decided to be a lot clearer.
Yeah.
That was weird. Maybe it's just the Blu-ray.
I think it's the blue.
Yeah. Because now it's all grainy. Jesus Christ.
Can I just point out that everybody talks about how fast-paced and blazing and action movie this is, but the action
not.
started a full hour and 3 minutes in?
Yeah.
In like a 2.5 hour movie.
Let's rock.
Oh God, I'm starting to hate this. Like, I'm really starting to resent this movie a lot.
This dialogue is dated as fuck. I'm the commissioner, so I'd say God damn it in every sentence, God damn it. God damn it.
Okay. I love Inception to death. Why is it 14? Like, wow.
Like...
Why is that higher rated than Goodfellas and One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest?
And Seven Samurai,
Really?
and Star Wars, and City of God, and Seven, and Silence of the Lambs.
Really?
That's just ridiculous. Leon the Professional is 27. That is... I don't even hate that movie as much as you do by a long shot, but fuck, it shouldn't be on here.
Found footage movie. Just turned into a found footage movie.
True. Okay, do like about this scene, this guy's performance here, it really does do a really good job visually of showing how little of a handle that they really have on this situation.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like
Good visual storytelling.
Yeah.
See, I love this. Ripley's just like, fuck this, I'm just gonna do it. She's like, alright.
What the hell?
They're dead, okay, can I go now? It takes him like a full... I know it's like, obviously,
Yeah.
but still, it's just funny, just like, oh!
Cause like,
Oh yeah, things are happening in this movie.
alright, I'm timing this in my head. This got badass like just now,
Mm-hmm.
and it's gonna end in 2 minutes.
Damn, Nuke breaks the roller coaster thing. God, what does that music remind me of here? It's like... What the fuck does it sound like to me?
I don't know. Okay, honestly, like,
oh my god, it sounds like in Harry Potter, the first one, the chess game.
oh yeah,
when it's like
yeah.
about to kill Ron,
Yeah.
that's what it sounds like.
Okay, honestly, the Halo games are like a horrible ripoff of this movie,
Oh my god.
and like, I'm really enjoying those narratives more than I am this currently. Because like, Halo actually has a really good story.
I don't like Halo 2 as much as everybody does. Everybody like fucking fillets that game.
I'm one of those people.
I don't like it. I don't like Halo 1 either, actually. I like
No, I don't like Halo 1.
Halo 1 is aged horrifically bad.
Yeah. Like even the HD version,
Oh yeah.
like with completely remastered graphics on Xbox One, is just
See, that's the thing. I need to play Halo 2 for remastered graphics.
that probably help.
Because I've only played it on like original Xbox.
Love Halo 2. That was a contender for my top 10 while I was making that list. We care so much about him.
See, with the way it's edited, you can't even really tell who died.
Yeah.
So it's just like, did we even?
It's like we have no emotional attachment. What? Like this would be so much more effective of a like a character moment if like
Okay, can I talk about why that was horribly edited? He said, eat this, and there was like a full 2 seconds between the punchline and the actual physical comedy, like, of that part. Can we have Edgar Wright edit that and fix it? Because you say eat this, and it should immediately, like, you know how in The Matrix, even though I don't like that movie, you know how in The Matrix she's got the dodge this line?
Mhm.
That's perfectly comedically timed. It's
Yeah.
funny. Like, that was just like, eat this. Like, it just kind of like, oh, that fizzled. Raiders of the Lost Ark should be higher than 36.
Oh my god.
That's
is-
not even, like, Temple of Doom I don't even think is on here. And I get that it's the
disgusting.
least good and the one that some people don't like, but
It's
Temple
also
of Doom
the
is
most.
awesome.
It's also the most entertaining out of all of them.
True. Because even
God, you want to talk about like a non-stop, perfectly paced action
Oh my god.
movie.
That movie is never boring. I mean,
No.
it has annoying parts because of Willie, but it's
Yeah.
never boring.
Because
It's
like,
it's the least good,
I don't-
but there's even some parts in Raiders that you're just like, alright, come on.
well, not me. but-
Last Crusade is probably the worst at like that particular trope, but its high
Yeah.
points are so good,
Yeah.
you really don't care.
And I really don't mind Willie all that much because Indiana is just like, shut the fuck up, like all the time. So it's fine by me.
I also don't find Short Round horrifically annoying like some
No,
people do.
no.
It's like he's funny, whatever.
Some people compare him to Jar Jar, and I'm like, I will kill you and your family.
Silence. I kill you.
Jefton Ham.
Jefton Ham. God, I just got brought back like 5 years.
We also lost like 20.
How did I remember that?
That shouldn't have made me laugh out loud. We lost all of our viewers.
God, just Bill Paxton. If you weren't the director and lead actor in the Good Movie,
Frailty.
then I just wouldn't think. I would be baffled as to how you have a career. Terminator is just amazing because it's like, get loose, man. You're like, what does that mean? This is where we get the Hudson freaking out parts that I love. This is when we come up with a bunch of reasons to contrive the plot.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great plan, Ripley. Explain to us why that won't happen now.
Explain to us why we have another hour and a half left of this fucking movie when you just brought up that point. Oh, this cunt. Alright.
You know what? That's the root of why Alien is superior to this movie. Rewatchability.
Mm-hmm.
It's because in hindsight, when you see this movie the first time, it fucking blows your mind apart because you don't know how it's going to unfold. Once you do know how it's going to unfold, it becomes infinitely less watchable than Alien because Alien is such a layered film. There's a lot to appreciate. Not that this doesn't have layers. It does. It's just significantly less.
It's like I want to do like a nostalgia critic kind of review on this.
You should do it on the channel.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Like, I'm gonna do a review. Spoiler. I'm gonna do reviews for games and stuff. Like, I'm working on a review for Pokemon Sun and Moon.
I should review Mafia 3.
Yeah, because you're the only person on Earth that liked it.
Yeah. And I
offer a unique
don't
perspective.
understand why. Like, I read in the Game Informer reviews, like, hey, it gives you boring, busy work to do all your missions. Like, you gave Metal Gear Solid 5 a 9.5.
Meanwhile, Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, 70,000 out of 4.
It's actually a 9 out of 10. And, you know, Mafia 3 had heart and soul and a message and something important to say, and it was really fun.
It had a soul.
And, you know, Infinite Warfare was another cash-in by Activision. You paid off cunts.
See, that's the thing, though. It's just like, I'm sure Mafia 3 has problems, but it definitely has a soul. The Call of Duty games haven't had a soul for, like, the better part of a decade.
Yeah.
You know what part I wish this movie stick more in? Outside. Because this looks cool, and it would be like a cool place for a fight scene, but they just kind of immediately go back inside after this part.
Actually, I'm not too sure the aliens would work outside.
That's right, just the confined space.
You just see them like popping up. It's like whack-a-mole with a pulse rifle.
Oh god.
I like how she's like, oh, why to fix this goo? I will question this for a good 2 seconds. And they just act like it's nothing. Dumbass.
It's like, I guess it's just a bunch of snot that somebody sneezed on here.
This movie's a bunch of poopy dick ass farts.
Please don't.
I'm not gonna do it.
A bunch of diarrhea dookie butts.
Shit out of my grandma's vagina.
Covered in dick waffles. Okay, I really like that shot. Like, that's just perfect. That's a perfect, like, payoff for something frightening. Okay, you notice how, too, like, this whole scene has to get apart, get across this point of, like, they can't leave because the ship blows up because the aliens... You notice how they did it in, like, 2 minutes? It was efficient.
Yeah.
That's what this movie needs. What? What?
Yeah.
He was?
Yeah. So is Vin Diesel.
What the fuck? You know Matt Damon was in that too, right? Did you know that Tom Hanks? Did you know that Tom Hanks was in it? Did you know that Steven Spielberg directed?
What?
You know, that is probably the most surprising, obvious fact about that movie, because it
really
doesn't feel like a Spielberg movie. And I'm not saying it's because it's a war movie. I'm like, it's because it's fucking brutal. Like, that and Munich are the outliers of his career. Yeah. They're great movies, they just don't feel like he directed them. They feel like fucking Kubrick movies.
Hang on, can someone just go ahead and kill Hicks?
Yeah, I would save a lot of time.
It's game over, man, game over.
God, this shot looks so much better on the Blu-ray
remaster. No, not Hicks, Hudson.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah. But seriously, look at how nice this shot looks now on the Blu-ray. Like, the lighting is nice. I would laugh my ass off if someone just shot him in the face. What are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do? Mostly.
You notice how everyone just sucks Newt's dick all the time, and she like has new character.
She's not a good actress.
No,
not really.
like the person who has character is Ripley,
Mm-hmm.
because Ripley cares.
Ripley and douchebag McFucknuzzle.
And that's why you think that Newt is awesome, because Ripley's awesome.
Mm-hmm. You project it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, gotta have that motherly instinct. James Cameron movie, after all.
Yep.
What is this, like the Wes Anderson scene where they detail all the inventory things? Be like, we have 10 arrows. Shot of 10 arrows.
I also hate Wes Anderson.
I don't hate Wes Anderson. I just
I like
a couple of his movies.
I like Moonrise Kingdom, and I love Grand Budapest Hotel, and I hate the rest.
I love Royal Tenenbaums.
Does nothing for me. It's mostly because of Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson.
That is definitely the parts that would be most likely to ruin a movie for me, so I don't exactly. Owen Wilson has only been good in one movie, and by good I mean tolerable, and that would be Midnight in Paris.
Yeah.
And again, I don't like Woody Allen, but I like Midnight in Paris because that movie is charming as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God, Ripley's the only one in this movie with any balls.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. I do like that at least they have noble deaths. At least they go out like, people.
Yeah.
And they're not just like, oh no, I
Just-
died.
Like, you can make a woman assertive and badass without making everyone else in the movie a fucking retard.
James Cameron does not understand how to do that.
No.
Admittedly, the Terminator movies have that problem too.
Yeah.
And by problem, I mean nitpick that has no bearing on the actual quality of the film. Because Sarah Connor is just, she's overbearing on purpose, so it makes sense why she's that way.
Yeah. Okay, can I also just say that, like, the first season of the Sarah Connor Chronicles is pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Like,
And that part where, like, there's the lady Terminator and they have to kill her,
mm-hmm.
that was sad.
Yeah.
And she was like, no, John, don't do it. I like you. Please don't. And I'm like, this is really sad. I wish this was in one of the Terminator movies because this is a good plot point. And then Terminator 3 happened and made me want to kill babies.
I mean, the second and third season aren't all that great, but they're still better than...
All the other movies after Terminator 2.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, for as bad as the Alien franchise got, I don't think it went off the rails as much as Terminator did.
No.
Because Terminator is, like, the most inconsistent franchise ever. It's got the first two movies, which are really, really good, that are just absolute masterpieces, and then it's got the third movie, which is the worst one. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's got Terminator Salvation, which is just the most generic fucking, like, it's like a Neil Blomkamp movie, but watered down to the point where you can't even recognize it anymore.
Actually give it more credit than 3 and 5 just for Sam Worthington's plotline.
That's true. That it actually has a bit of intrigue there. The trailer's spoiling it.
It has intrigue and, like, emotion.
And then Terminator Genesis is just the most soulless thing I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah,
At least Terminator 3
disgusting.
tried to be good. Genesis was just like... I was like, hey, let's take that one part of Terminator Salvation where the main character is actually a Terminator, and we do it to John Connor. That'll totally work, right? Also, I didn't spoil anything. It was in the trailers.
I hate you. I hate you.
I hate Hollywood.
Everything you do. I think I just pop-punked there.
A bit. Popped your punk cherry. Hey.
It's just like, I have to admit, like, I really like pop-punk. Like, I'm really picky about it, though.
I think anybody, it's hard for, like, people who are super into art to admit they like pop stuff at all because, it seems like it devalues it, but I think that's completely untrue.
Yeah, no, like...
It takes a good critic to recognize good pop art.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, look at what we're sitting here watching. Aliens. This is the most pop.
Mm-hmm. Odd that it has that reputation, considering that it's like, I feel like I've been sitting here for about a half a century.
It really does.
God, this is so horrifically paced. Like, I'm actually just sitting on my phone looking at pictures of Amelia Clark right now.
Are you really?
Yeah. Dude.
Wow, there's a lot of her.
Yeah.
Well, can I see?
Yeah. I'm quite fond of this one. It'll load.
Does it have side boob?
Yes.
There's nothing that makes me happier.
That woman so much.
She also makes the bad parts of Game of Thrones more bearable.
I wouldn't say there's any bad parts of Game of Thrones. I'd just say it's really boring parts with people that you hate. Like, I don't really understand the fascination of that show when it has solid two characters that are...
Jon Snow and Daenerys.
Yeah. Oh, no, Tyrion.
I mean, I guess Tyrion, of course. Tyrion's the best character.
Yeah.
But, you know what, though? I actually watched a video by a guy that I need to show you that says why, like, he was just like, I'm not even saying I dislike the show. I just think that this show doesn't do the books justice for the, like, overall message and dynamic of the story and intricacies, and I'm like, I totally agree with that,
Well,
actually.
Really, though, I've read the first book.
I've read the first 3.
And it's, like, verbatim the same as the first season. And the first season is really good because of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, the second season is boring as shit because you're just waiting for Joffrey to die. And then the third season is boring as shit because you're just waiting for Joffrey to die.
The most recent season was really good.
I didn't watch it.
I mean, I'm sure you've heard this enough, but
Yeah.
Battle of the Bastards,
Yeah, it's
probably the best episode.
Yeah.
They're just like, Lord of the Rings, we can do better.
Well,
They almost did.
They didn't.
Note the word almost.
Yeah.
I mean, what they do with that show is incredible budget-wise, but it's just... I can't really explain my gripes with Game of Thrones.
Me either.
Because it'll just come off as me being petty, I guess. But it's like... Because I can, like, with, like, The Walking Dead, I can clearly explain to people why I don't like that show. Because it sucks.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, the writing is awful and everything beyond the first season is unfathomably, horribly written, terribly paced, mostly poorly acted. I mean, even Andrew Lincoln starts phoning it in.
Yeah.
And he's the best actor on there. And the kid who plays Carl, good fucking God. I wish they killed him
Yeah.
so much longer. And I was like, let's get rid of fucking Sicario fella. What's his name? Who died in the second season? Shane. Was it John Bernthal? Yeah, let's kill John Bernthal really at the end of the second season.
Can I just say that I'm really amazed that you went for Sicario there when talking about him?
I don't know why I didn't say Daredevil.
There's a really massive one you're missing there, bud.
Don't know why I didn't say Daredevil, but that was just the first one that came to mind. But it's just like, let's kill him off first. And they killed Dale. And they killed him, dude, so much quicker than they did in the comics.
Yeah.
And it's because he was...
Well, Dale wasn't in the comics.
Well, his character equivalent.
There was one.
Yeah, there was. It was, fucking... Am I saying the wrong name?
No.
I must be saying the wrong name. Because there is a character equivalent here.
Talking about the old guy, right?
Yes.
There's not in the comic.
No. I mean, I've read the comic. What am I thinking?
I've read the comic like 20 times.
What am I thinking of?
You're wrong.
Hold on. I'm gonna either that or I'm just saying the wrong name or being dumb. Question mark. Yeah.
What?
First appearance issue 3, last appearance issue 66.
Wow, I was wrong.
Yes, you were. You were totally the asshole.
Yep.
But seriously, he died so much later in the comics than he did in the show, and it was because the guy who played him worked for Frank Darabont, and they wanted to fire him, so they just had him die.
Yeah, and he was probably like, bye.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck AMC.
Mm.
Seriously, AMC is a horrible network, and you should just not watch
It's
anything.
amazing to me that Breaking Bad was on it.
It's because it was owned by Sony.
Yeah.
That's why I watch Preacher online, because I refuse to watch it on AMC.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody go watch Preacher. That show is too good.
Yeah. I need,
Like, talk about good pop entertainment. Oh my
I
god.
need to get caught up on that. This is going to be a really good commentary. We're not talking about the film at all.
There's nothing to talk about.
Because it's so boring. I
We
really
talk
don't
about how many we could see all the sweat on Michael Bean's face.
I really don't understand like the popular reputation that this has for being like
A non-stop action thriller. Like Terminator 2 is, it has lower points, but those are more interesting than this. But that's
I really don't think this movie would be notable at all if it weren't for the last 30 minutes.
Oh yeah.
There's
No,
all-
the turret scene.
Yeah, because like
That's the best scene.
I'll bitch about this forever, and then I will shut right the fuck up when that starts.
And you'd be like, "Yep, that's the best movie."
Oh my god, we've been here for like a year.
I'm so sleepy. Wow, did you see that camera shake? That's nice.
Yeah.
About 6 inches. I mean,
Okay, but really though, how does he move?
that's a good question.
I can see him getting in, but moving, no.
It's like I don't even think Newt could fit there.
Okay, especially if he's not on his stomach. Wow, a little bit of subtlety from James Cameron.
No, really, that's actually incredibly surprising.
That was horrible. That shot of like
Yeah,
Bishop's face, just like right this,
there we go.
right there. That's not good. Why is this a scene?
Stay frosty.
Why did you?
Why does Bill Paxton
Why?
look like an inflated Timothy Oliphant?
She said "vamonos."
She's Dora.
I'm the map. I'm the
Come on, Diego, vamos.
Diego, you faggot.
If that happened in the show, I think I would literally shit just 47 kittens sequentially.
I think my favorite Mike Birbiglia joke is he told a joke about how he was working at I don't remember where he was working, but he was like, "Yo, are you Joey Baggs' little brother?" Mike was just like, "Yeah," and it totally wasn't Joey Baggs' brother. And then he just imagined Joey Baggs walking in one day. Oh no, the name was Joey Bag of Donuts. It's like, "You Joe Baggs' brother?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'm Joe Baggs' brother." It's like, just imagine Joey Bag of Donuts walking in one day. And he'd be like, "Hey, Joe Baggs, we've been working with your brother the whole summer." And then Joey would be like, "That fag's not my brother." Because he lives in Boston.
Can we talk about how these are Nerf guns?
Can we also talk about how this is, like, really erotic?
Yes. Just like, he's literally teaching Ripley how to use her gun. Oh, yeah. There are a lot. Is there a scene in every James Cameron movie where someone teaches someone else how to use a gun?
Probably.
Because they do that in Terminator 1, and they do it in Terminator 2. They do it in this movie. They don't do it in the first Alien because they don't have a gun.
That's also not a James Cameron movie.
That is true. I hate myself so much right now. You don't even know. I'm so tired of the movie. It's so boring. I'm crying. This is gonna be the worst. This is the worst movie I've ever made. 0 out of 10. I hate it.
Oh, we're not uploading this.
Oh, we absolutely are.
Yeah, we are.
Unapologetically.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, on the leftover sets of the not yellow Deus Ex Human Revolution.
I can't believe this is like John's favorite movie.
I thought you said John, like JFK's son. It's like
Also, like The Martian Manhunter.
Yes, John's. I forgot about that. Why is there not a Martian Manhunter's fucking cool? Why have we not had a Martian Manhunter movie?
Because no one gives a shit about him.
I give a shit.
Oh wow, look, a scene that I care about.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I like how the lighting's warm. It's a contrast. Okay, the movie's not the worst movie ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, every M. Night Shyamalan film exists, so it's gotta look up on those.
Except for Unbreakable.
Unbreakable is Unbreakable.
Is a masterpiece.
I was just about to say a spoiler that both you and I know for something, and I was going to get a lot of the internet mad at me.
Yeah.
Because even I had to look hard to find that. When was the last time Lance Henriksen was in something that wasn't Alien 3?
Aliens, Colonial Marines.
Oh my god, he was in Aliens Colonial.
Yeah.
Look at how plastic that is. Is that a miniature, or is it like an actual...
That has to be a miniature.
It's a really big miniature.
They don't let them go to sleep.
That's a good question.
What? Why? Oh, this is a really good scene. I forgot all about
yes,
this.
this is really good. I do like this scene. Because you're like... Also, James Cameron, you didn't use spoopy music. Good job.
Oh, he's gonna. There's a jump scare. Just picture her head up like, hello. Get that Mrs. Doubtfire, hello. Hello!
With the pie in the face.
Yeah.
No, instead this is like, I'm the vagina monster.
You know,
How do you feel about cunnilingus?
I liked Mrs. Doubtfire when I was younger. I liked watching it until I got to the part where Robin Williams peels the skin off.
That's just scary.
Oh my god. Please kill me.
Oh, just the way those move. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's scary.
Well, looks like it's about time to rephrase what I think about this franchise. I'm a really big fan of the first movie, and thus I will pay attention to everything that comes after it.
That's sad.
Yeah.
Also means you're a whore. I mean, I am too, obviously.
What do you mean by that?
We're movie whores.
Oh, yeah.
I mean that you have to. I mean that you like to have sex a lot, Morgan.
Well, I would that I could.
Amen. Yeah, you're doing a...
idea, Newt.
She just picks Newt up and just fucking uses her as a mace.
I need to stop laughing so loud. Your mother's probably asleep.
Probably. But just imagine her, like, breaking the plexiglass. Be like, thanks, Newt. And Newt's just like...
Just leaves her corpse there.
Just, like, foaming at the mouth. Oh my god, did the camera in a James Cameron movie just move above 3 centimeters per hour?
3 centimeters per hour.
That's how fast the camera's felt this whole movie, has it not? I mean, this movie's so slow, it's like a fucking Lars von Trier art film.
Oh my god, it really is.
I mean, if this was Antichrist, then fucking Charlotte Gainsborough would cut off her clitoris by now.
Ow.
I'm actually not kidding.
Yeah.
That does happen in Antichrist. Can we also talk about how Willem Dafoe and Lance Henriksen are like the same person?
A little bit.
Oh, this is gross. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. And Ripley's wet. Ha ha ha. Being attacked by a vagina. Do you get the subtext? Stop, Newt. Newt, stop. Push. At least this movie still obeys the internal consistency of these things rather than Alien Resurrection, which is just like, oh no, the facehugger got on somebody and they peel it off like it's a fucking sticker.
Oh my god, I had this higher up
What?
on my list than The Departed. It's going.
Morgan.
It's going off the
You
whole list.
You're horrible. Alright.
It's gone now.
This commentary is gonna end because I'm gonna kill Morgan.
It's gone off the whole list, so it's okay. I fixed it. What's gonna go back on the list, though? Because I have to...
I mean, I'll totally admit that at least I'm still playing up how much I'm not enjoying this for comedy's sake, but this is definitely a movie that gets less watchable the more you rewatch it.
Yeah, I'm not playing it up. Oh my god, is Arrival on my top 100? Because it really should be.
It's in my, top 60.
I think it is. I want to say it is. Yes, no, yeah.
I'm gonna actually murder you. That voice continues.
Yeah. Oh my god, I don't think it is. I found my one to put on there. Arrival.
Me and Nerd.
Me and Nerd Scamander.
Newt Scamander. He's a Hufflepuff.
Yeah.
Lame.
Dude.
I do love Eddie Redmayne in that movie, though. I really liked Fantastic Beasts. It was a really good movie.
Be nice to the Hufflepuff.
Horful poor.
Do I like Arrival more than Brick? And no.
No. I was gonna say, I mean, I know it's my number 5, so I'm biased, but no, you don't. You don't.
No. It's close, though.
See, Michael Bean's right. We kill him. How many times does Bill Paxton say man in this movie?
Every sentence.
Because of the power, man.
No, I am not playing this up. I'm not having a good time. I feel like it's been an hour and 37 minutes, and it feels like it's been 2 days since Zach left. I think we made a mistake.
Or did we make the best possible decision?
No.
Yeah.
People are going to hate us because of this. Mostly me, but...
Gee, I wonder what it is.
I mean, I'm thankful that this movie exists just for the fact that it had the motion tracker and Alien Isolation.
Yep, that is the
Best mechanic.
best thing in this movie. It's full of great ideas. Some of them executed really well, some of them not. Signal's weird.
I do like how it goes kind of survival horror where they have to like conserve ammo and
Yeah.
whatnot and be careful about that.
I kind of just wish that was the whole movie.
Yeah.
You know
Instead
what?
of just
That's
boring sitting around.
actually coincidentally that's what I like Predators, because that movie is a survival movie. That is not an action movie, and that's why I like it.
That movie's actually kind of fantastic.
I was gonna say awesome.
Yeah.
In many ways, it's kind of what I wish this movie was.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of really cool, colorful characters, and like not to mention when they're just like the badass in that movie is Adrian Brody. You mean the fucking dude from the penis? The dude from the penis?
And then Danny Trejo for 10 seconds.
Why is Danny Trejo in everything for 10 seconds and then brutally gets murdered?
Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad. I'm the tortoise.
Tortuga.
Tortuga. Danny Trejo's head is just on a turtle.
Okay.
Can I give a spoiler for Fantastic Beasts? It's the only thing. It's
I've
just,
seen it.
Well, I mean, people.
Oh. Yeah, I don't care.
Like, the twist in that movie is that, like, the bad guy is a bad guy. Like, the twist is not that Graves is Grindelwald. The twist is that Colin Farrell is Johnny Depp. Like, am I wrong?
No. It's just like a really funny way of putting it.
Because, like, oh, gee, okay, that was, whew, that shot gets me.
Yeah.
Just a lot of insect-like creatures crawling towards me. Nope.
This is really good.
This is when the movie actually becomes amazing.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, this is actually like the right time for it to get amazing.
yeah, it's almost like the movie actually follows the 3-act structure here.
Boring, good.
Sound design's pretty good throughout.
Oh,
I must
really?
say. Cunt waffle.
Gross. I don't know what he thought would be in the other room. But, you know, it was an alien. You know, this movie has a really strong female protagonist and still manages to be all try-hard testosterone-y.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's like the opposite of whatever is the opposite of. Oh, finally. Oh. Wait, is this hick's gonna die yet?
Yep,
Accident?
this is it.
Finally. Okay.
I like that alien hand over
I
his
know.
face.
He's like, it's like, Jesus Christ, shut up! Finally. Vasquez's muscles are bigger than any part of my body, including my head.
I actually think they're about the same as mine. I mean, she's probably stronger, but I think it's just her body
Probably.
type.
She would fucking murder us.
I mean, yeah.
Instantly.
You really don't
Like,
know.
I get that he's a bad guy, but locking yourself away from all the people with guns is like the actual
Yeah.
worst decision you could have possibly made.
Like, I really don't know what the hell he thought was going to happen.
Yeah. Thank God.
I also don't know why they didn't show his head getting torn off.
I mean, that would have been very cathartic. Yeah, it's Prometheus. Prometheus is rated R, isn't it?
Oh, dude.
Okay, because that movie's the most violent of all of them.
Like, super body horror.
Like that scene where she's got to cut the thing out.
Ugh.
That haunts me.
You know, that's actually the first R-rated movie I ever saw in theaters.
That is not a good first experience to have with that because it'll fucking terrify
I saw
you.
it in IMAX in 3D. It was actually incredible.
And by that I mean incredibly. Bleh.
What do you mean blue?
Bleh.
Like vomit blue?
Yeah.
Because gross? Or like
Yes.
vomit blue because the movie's not good?
No, the movie's good.
The movie's great.
Everybody's like, Prometheus is dumb and weird and I didn't understand it. I'm like, what was there to not understand?
Weird and gay. Get rid of it.
It's just like honest to God, Prometheus just had a couple weird, vague story hints, and everyone was like, I didn't understand what it was about.
You guys know there's gonna be a sequel, right?
And it's just like the whole engineers thing. It's like, guys, it's not that hard to figure out.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen a movie before, you can probably predict it in the first 5 minutes. And not to mention the ending scene where you get to see the first xenomorph is fucking amazing. Like, that's just awesome. The only thing that bugs me about Prometheus... Okay, not the only thing. It's not my favorite movie in the whole world. It's like a really strong 7 for me, but the old makeup. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Who? What?
I
Who?
like how they all have pulse rifles and then like the occasional real gun.
Yep. Oh God! Ow. So here she's just like, well, might as well blow myself up.
Because like I'm pretty sure what she was using just then is just a 9mm.
Yep.
Or 45.
Like that's not even a futuristic 9mm.
No.
That is just a 9mm.
Yeah. And Hicks' shotgun was the same way.
So I kind of like I like that he has like a tiny but still substantial character arc. Like that's nice.
Yeah.
Because he's just like a coward and doesn't do anything, and then he's like, well, I guess I'll sacrifice myself. Whereas Vasquez just dies because
Yeah.
somebody's got to die.
Can't have 4 people by the end. That's just too many.
No, I gotta have our final 4 girls. And Michael Biehn. That is a tiny ass grenade. See, that's a really like human moment though. Like, I like that.
Mm. I mean, if it just had some character besides ballsy woman and pussy to back it up.
Ballsy woman and pussy. That's ironic.
Yeah.
I like how this weird hamster wheel gets the same music as the aliens.
Yeah. Also, what the hell is it?
Okay, my question: what's happening? Why is that there?
What is that? What does that do?
What is its purpose?
Like, it's not spinning fast enough to be an air conditioner.
Is it like that thing in Finding Nemo that they have to put the pebble in?
I don't know. I don't like thinking about it. It's making me tired.
You don't talk about perfectly paced movies. Finding Nemo.
Yeah.
That movie is like, I think people take for granted how good that movie is.
I'm actually not.
It's like the perfect 3-act structure.
I'm really not a massive fan of it, but
I'm
it's
not
like,
either. Like, it's not
pretty
even
perfect.
It's not even like one of my favorite movies, but it kind of should be.
Yeah.
This shot is amazing.
Oh yeah. That's just like iconic. Newt Scamander.
If she was replaced with Eddie Redmayne, I would probably like this movie a lot more.
Yeah.
Eddie Redmayne just always looks like a lost child, so you
Love him so much.
like when he's in Fantastic Beasts, he just like looks at. Can we talk about how in Fantastic Beasts the method of death in that movie is the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my entire life? Like,
no.
Holy shit!
No.
Like,
What is this Silent Hill 2?
That makes the electric chair look like a fucking lazy boy. Holy shit!
Really?
That was horrifying. And then the lady's just like, "Come on, darling, don't hurt none. You know you want to go in there." And I'm like, I would really rather not. I would rather that rhinoceros from earlier impale me.
Yeah. Be much quicker.
Yes. I'd rather any of Newt's creatures eat me. I want that invisible monkey. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is when it like starts getting nonstop.
Yes.
You know how everyone praises it for an hour and 50
It just
minutes.
takes a really long time to become that good movie.
Hour and 50 minutes in.
Death Stranding.
It's just gonna be a Mad Nicholson at the end.
Dude, if like it rises out of the water, except it's just an alien pulling Mads Mikkelsen's head, would be just as scary.
I mean, yeah.
Because Mads Mikkelsen is a terrifying looking human being. That's why The Hunt is weird to watch, because he's the good guy, but you're just like, you just look villainous all the time.
You know something really weird?
Hmm.
Like, I'm so in love with everything he's doing now. Like Doctor Strange and Hannibal, and I'll probably be in love with Death Stranding.
Mm-hmm.
And just like...
Probably. The game's made for you.
And, you know, Rogue One.
Oh, totally.
Yeah. I completely forgot that he was the chief.
Probably the... Oh, yeah.
Like, that was what we all knew him from.
Actually, you know what movie I have a similar relation to, or like movies I have similar relations to than with this and Alien, is Casino Royale and Skyfall. For the longest time, I liked Skyfall significantly more than Casino Royale. Now I like Casino Royale more.
I still think I like Skyfall.
But I definitely like Skyfall considerably more than I like this movie.
Dude.
Like, Skyfall is fucking awesome.
Please tell me they got a 10 from you.
9. I'm stingy, what can I say?
I just don't get it.
Yeah, it's got a lot of logical problems.
No, I get it, but like I don't see what the point in being so stingy is.
Because I want a 10 to mean something.
It does.
Yeah. Wow, that shot is blurry as fuck.
That's really gross.
Lance Henriksen looked like he was being pulled apart. He looked like he was being sucked into the Jumanji board.
It kind of looked like a video drum effect or something.
Oh my god, a bit.
The
Oh.
lead singer of Blondie is in that movie, and that's really weird to me.
What? Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
Debbie Harry.
Here's the best scene in the whole movie.
You know, the actual good one.
I feel like if we cut this movie, like if we did a Jake and Morgan cut, we could make it significantly better.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, there's enough here to be the non-stop action movie it wants to be.
Yeah.
You just need to put the pieces together.
Yeah, you just cut out every part with Bill Paxton.
We just edit him out entirely. Like we just put a big black. Like we just censor him.
Mm-hmm. You know, I really don't understand the point of that sergeant character if they were just going to kill him in like the first part with an action.
It wouldn't be a James Cameron movie without some extemporaneous characters.
You know, black people die.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But James Cameron, he loves women.
I
But
legit-
fuck black people.
Legit don't think one black person survives Terminator 2. And
Or
there's
Terminator 1.
There's a few in both. Like
Miles Dyson's.
He just,
Please tell me you've seen Odie's cartoon on that scene where Miles Dyson dies.
yeah.
He's breathing for like 10
Yeah.
hours. Just like. Which, again, is really funny.
Yeah.
Like, when you're watching the movie, you're like, oh my god. But when you watch it out of context, you're like.
I mean, if you watch it, if you've seen it 1,000 times, like both of us have.
Yes. Also, because Miles Dyson is like a really awesome character.
Yeah.
I kind of wish he didn't die.
He gets the
He
shaft.
really does.
Shaft.
Robert Patrick in that movie
I don't
is
give a
just.
fuck about Shaft. Go
It's like-
downstairs, my Shaft pajamas, drink my Shaft juice. I just realized.
Turn on
Shaft.
TV, watch Shaft. I just Shaft juice just sounded like semen.
Don't want to drink that. We just quoted Donald Glover verbatim.
You know what would make this movie better?
Mm-hmm.
Donald Glover.
Yeah.
And he's just Donald Glover.
Dude,
he's
if
like
he
he's
could be
not
in an
playing.
alien movie. Like, just as a scientist or something.
Is there anybody we really like who's an Alien Covenant? Or do we know?
Catherine Waterston.
Okay, that's good.
Fantastic Beasts. And Fassbender.
I will literally after Shane, Fassbender can literally do nothing wrong anymore.
No. Like,
And not to mention just look, Ian McKellen is a fantastic Magneto, but my god, Michael Fassbender is tantalizing.
like, Apocalypse wasn't that good.
But
that's
fuck me, was
that
he good in
scene.
it?
That scene.
The Locket scene.
Yeah. And the whole movie just ignores the rest of it. Like, it didn't even happen. Like, that could have been a movie.
See, I actually think I ended up liking even though you started off liking X-Men Apocalypse more than me, I think I ended up liking it more than you.
Yeah.
But the interesting thing about that movie, if you took Apocalypse out of it, it would be a significantly better movie.
Yeah.
Because everything else in that is pretty
Yeah, like,
fucking solid.
We both have massive erections for Oscar Isaac, but like he could have been anyone.
Oh, yeah, it's just like they wasted Oscar Isaac in
Instead
that
of,
movie
you know,
so badly.
Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movie.
But it's just like, and his powers were so, like, inconsistently, like, why didn't he just turn everybody into
You know,
dust?
it's probably going to be a better movie than this.
Logan?
No, well, yes, but
Logan will be better than
Yeah.
every movie.
Power Rangers
I-
movie.
I've watched the trailer for Logan every day since it's come out. I'm not even
Yeah.
kidding.
Yeah.
I've watched it at least once.
Yeah.
But I just hear, like, I see the 20th Century Fox logo and I hear, dare, dare, dare.
And then there's like. Start doing Miles Dyson.
What have you done?
Stop it, Charles.
Mutants. They're gone.
Like, Wolverine is my second favorite fictional character of all time.
Wait, who's your favorite? Last time you told me who's your favorite.
Neil McCormick and Brian Lackey.
Oh, makes sense.
It's a tie. Mysterious Skin, everybody. Go watch it. Yeah, so I cry literally every time. I remember the first time I watched it in study hall. I was like scrolling down through the YouTube suggested, and like I saw it. I was like, oh, Logan trailer. Oh, look at that. What?
I remember you texted me immediately, and I was just like, oh, son of a bitch. I think it took us like a full 10 minutes to actually send one text message after that.
Yeah.
Because our hands were covered with tears.
Yeah, and we both watched it like 3 times in a row. Because that is like honestly the best trailer ever.
It's probably the best one I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like, I saw it in the theater pretty recently.
Oh god, I would just sob.
I did.
Much like Ripley.
Mm-hmm.
Me too. It's like, I should probably stop playing with this.
This would have been a much better emotional payoff if she just died.
No, we have Alien 3 to ruin that.
No, but... No. I think it would have been better if she just died here. Because then it would have had reason and emotion and logic instead of completely fucking wasting her.
I'm stuck in this jello.
I think I liked this movie because I felt like I had to.
I just liked it because it seemed cool.
Like, not the first time I watched it, because the first time I watched it, I genuinely loved it. But, like, every time after it, I'm just like, it's classic, so I have to love it. And now I'm just like, this is horribly paced. And has one good character.
That Ghostbuster lightning.
Wow, it really was. Hey, Sigourney Weaver. Wow, this is legit just the Terminator 2 right now.
Uh-huh. You just need Robert Patrick to show up and be like, call to John. Call to John.
And just like that long needle finger and like,
gross. God, you know that shot when he like pans back and it's just like looking through that orange juice can through that dude's eye?
Yeah.
God, it's so fucking good.
Alright, this is actually really well done.
Because this is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Because you're turning out like, what the fuck is she looking at?
Yeah, I'm seeing a 6 out of that's a penis.
I was just about to say. That is an elephant trunk penis.
This is I'm seeing a 6 out of 10.
Just for giant alien larva bud.
No, just for the whole movie.
Oh.
It's okay.
I'll keep it at a light 8. Oh, that's the most terrifying thing ever.
Okay. It's a bunch of giant bones.
It's a bunch of
That's actually just bone. That's like human bones.
It does actually.
What?
Oh my god.
Why?
Nope.
Nah. Ain't for me.
That's the thing. The H.R. Geiger's designs are so scary, you can put them in pretty much anything ever, and they're just automatically horrifying.
Yeah. Oh my god, can the Neil Blomkamp alien just be out now?
Oh my god. Can the Neil Blomkamp anything just be out now? Because Chappie was...
We need something to redeem him.
Chappie was awful, and Elysium was so disappointing.
Yeah.
Like, Elysium should have been so much better than it was.
Apparently Sigourney Weaver and Michael Biehn are going to be in the Neil Blomkamp one.
Hell yes.
Yeah. I'm down.
I'm down to clown.
I'll make a better movie than this.
Because, I mean, District 9's fucking awesome. That's one of my favorite movies. I love that. And Sharlto Copley is literally the greatest human.
Yeah.
Oh, Free Fire's going to be so good.
But hang on. I'm looking at the casting for Alien Covenant. Apparently Guy Pearce is going to be in it again.
Oh my god, Guy Pearce is going to be in a thing?
Yeah, but, like, as Peter Wayland. Again.
Oh.
He did.
Is he going to be like an android type of thing?
I don't know. I hope so. I hope he has a prominent role as, like, an android or something.
Guys like Guy Pearce to be in things.
Yeah.
He's too good to not be. Still needs to breathe in.
Yeah, you do.
I forgot that on my watch list.
You might not like it. I could see you not liking it. I can see just about anyone not liking it.
That's the thing, though. I feel like I'm far more likely to like divisive movies than I am like beloved movies. Because I hate a lot of beloved movies. Morgan's pointing at the screen and at himself right now.
I don't hate this movie.
Look at that Nerf gun. That is a spray painted Nerf gun. That looked like an egg. Dude, fucking dead ass. She shot like a grenade into the alien's butt, and I swear to God I saw an egg yolk come out.
Ugh.
It was just an egg yolk.
Can we talk for a second about the Metascore for Predator?
Oh, isn't it like 33?
Yeah.
36. That's pretty fucking low for no reason.
That movie's better than this movie. At least Predator knows what the hell it is.
I don't agree, but I do agree that it is more consistent than this movie. Hella more consistent. You know what you're getting into with that movie. Just because I'm not a huge fan of Predator to begin with. In fact, I think I like Predators more.
I totally see that.
And that's fucking talk about underrated. Like everybody is just so
movie's
mad
like
on Predators.
Really well shot.
I was gonna say it's immaculately shot. It has amazing effects. It's got some really good tension and some surprisingly good characters and character moments. The only thing I don't really like about it is fucking. It's like, Topher Grace ends up being the bad guy. I didn't see that fucking coming. It's like he's a little shit in everything. After this, I'm gonna go be Venom. Fuck you, man. Go be Eric.
Looking at some of the reviews right now, apparently the Boston Globe gave it whatever their equivalent of an 88% is.
That's oddly specific.
I mean, for Ebert, it's 3.5 out of 4 stars.
Okay.
So it's probably just that. So
this is Predators?
Yeah. He said, Antal is a professional who respects your dollars. In a season where the blockbusters are as flat as month-old soda, that's the most romantic gesture a commercial filmmaker can make. Like,
yeah.
And the next one from the New York Post, which is 75 out of 100, whatever that rating may be on their scale, is after 23 years and 3 attempts, Predators finally delivers a solid sequel to the Arnold Schwarzenegger B-movie classic. Like, yeah. Kind of amazing to me that movie's like beloved.
A bit, yeah.
Like, I don't think that it would be without Arnold.
No, absolutely not.
You know, I mean, it'd still be really cool, but
it's probably mostly because of Shane Black.
I mean, yeah. God, that's gonna be awesome.
Oh my God, yes.
Like, better than all of them.
Oh, totally.
Like, as a massive fan of Predator, like, die-hard, hardcore fan of it, that movie's gonna be better. For what? Give him a minute. Like he comes in clutch, woman. Chill.
You told him to go.
What the hell is this room?
That's a really good question.
What is this building that they're in?
Oh, look at that green screen.
Oh, no.
Oh.
They want to watch something we both really like consistently after this.
No, let's watch something we hate. No, let's watch something we like.
It's 1 in the morning. I might fall asleep.
We should probably go to bed. So we can wake up tomorrow and then maybe do something? Maybe. Oh my God, look at...
Actually, I'm probably gonna have to leave at like 11 or something. So my grandparents is coming for Christmas.
Christmas.
Yeah.
I put the ass in Christmas. I mean, I have a nice ass.
You do. There's,
You agreed with that so quickly. I'm actually really happy.
That's true.
Look,
All of you is
audience, audience. I'm just saying, I don't have a lot of things going for me, but I do definitely have a pretty nice ass, and I don't I hate myself. I just want to clarify. So I mean that.
He brings the thunder.
From down under.
I didn't need help with that. I had it all by myself.
The one good thing I inherited from my father was the baseball ass.
That's true.
I
like.
Why did this music not win an Oscar? That's actually pretty worth it. Oh god, here's the shot you were talking about at the beginning of the movie.
Yep, there it is.
Did they literally just photo negative that?
It is disgusting.
It's gross as fuck.
That's not how nukes work.
That's not how anything works.
No.
That looks like it's being held on by a string. That was some Plan 9 from outer space shit.
Because it was.
Why is Newt, like, dry and Sigourney Weaver looks like you could, like, build a dam on her face?
Yeah. Especially considering that Newt was in, like, all that sticky shit. This movie is just sweaty.
Not in the hot way.
No. It probably smells really bad, too.
You're gonna be dead in, like... Can't even finish that. I can't wait until David Fincher kills all of us. Except for Lance Henriksen for like 3 minutes.
You know, I thought about getting like a special box set Blu-ray of this.
And now you're not.
Yeah.
I would.
Well, I didn't. I decided not to. Just for money's sake.
Here's the actual best scene in the whole movie.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Because I mean, I expected the alien to come back, obviously, but I didn't expect like Bishop to just get absolutely fucking decimated.
I also kind of
see immediately it happens. Like you do. You don't wait. It's just like, oh, there it is.
I also just kind of.
And it's also just horribly gross.
Yeah.
Like if this was blood, this wouldn't be as gross. It's the like he's like all this milk.
Milk.
It just always looks like milk.
Oh no, he needs some milk.
Oh, it looks so funny after that.
He needs some milk.
What's that from?
That's a Vine.
I remember that. She is just a Tyrannosaurus alien.
What the hell is that wiry shit on her face? Why is that a thing?
Because HR...
Well, this was Stan Winston.
Oh, that's true.
Ugh. I don't like that.
When H.R. Geiger died, nobody gave a shit.
No,
that was
sad.
Weird.
That was horrible.
That was weird as... Look at how jank it was.
Stop it.
Look at how jank
Please,
it was.
that's so gross.
It walking is just like...
Ding, 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 ding. Let me mash my head into it. He's just like, help, help, call an ambulance.
You know what he just looked like? He looked like that Rami Malek picture when he signed 2 autographs. Looked just like it.
It's true.
Oh my god, why... Dude. Rami Malek should be a fucking android.
Oh my god.
Why has that not happened? He would be absolutely perfect. He's got, like, I don't know what it is, but he's somehow, like, incredibly good looking, but also just really fucking weird looking at the same time.
I told her that Peyton and I talked about how odd he is today, right?
Yep.
Yeah. That was a nice bonding moment.
Because, like, I watched, oh, okay. Moment of silence.
Yeah, right.
For the actual, just, this is the best. I'd argue this is the best moment in any of the Alien movies, really.
Yeah. wish that was earned.
Oh, it was nice.
The movie didn't earn it.
Sigourney Weaver's delivery earned it.
Yeah, it was nice.
Fuck you, bitch. Oh.
It was a nice bonding moment that Peyton and I had. And then I was just like, it's fun when your sexuality is flexible. And then she was just like, me too. And he was just like, oh my god. Oh my god.
It's like that part in the Nostalgia Critic review of the Haunting remake when Catherine Zeta-Jones just like, and guess what? Ta-da! She's bisexual. Catherine Zeta-Jones. I agree with Doug. She's a gift.
Yeah.
She's like if I actually found Sofia Vergara attractive.
Yeah.
Sofia Vergara is annoying.
Like, really?
Like, honest, like, I actually really like Modern Family, but she is consistently unfunny on that show. Everyone else is so much funnier.
Yeah.
And a better actor.
Mm-hmm.
Like, even the kids.
Yeah.
It really bugged me when I found out that Haley from Modern Family is, like, 25.
Yeah.
She looks like she is 15.
And now the girl who played Alex on that show is, like, a disgusting whore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
she, like, has massive tits and wears no clothes ever.
Whereas Haley is just savagely hot.
Like a normal girl. And, like, everybody's obsessed with how hot Alex is now. Quote unquote hot.
I still think Haley's hot.
Just like, well, yeah. But, like, she's just really gross and hoary looking now.
Hoary.
Mm-hmm. Hoary.
Hoary in the house.
I hate you.
It's okay, I'll finish it and noose myself. Can we just talk about how Cory in the House is the worst show that Disney ever made?
Really?
Like, why did that show become the meme? It is the worst show.
I think maybe because it's bad.
Probably. Also, I like the running joke that it's an anime. Like, what? Like, that is so specific, but I love that.
It kinda is.
You know what bugs me about space movies?
What? How you can hear shit when
How-
people open stuff up? He's like, oh no, oh no, oh no.
That's really funny for me. No, but like,
Can we just get like that over that?
Because space is absolute zero, and you would be frozen.
Yeah.
You would like,
And also her arm would be gone.
for as much. I fucking love Guardians of the Galaxy with every bone in my body because it's the best movie ever. But it's goofy looking. But when Peter Quill like goes out and he goes to save Zoe Saldana, but he's only got his mask on, I'm just like, no.
No, hon.
And it's just like, oh, it's a Marvel movie. You can speak. I'm like, yeah, but like, just put on a spacesuit. Just put on a spacesuit though. Because it's so dumb. But it's like, and like Zoe Saldana's freezing to death, but he's not. It's like, why? Her leg just gets ripped off. Just Ripley walks like a pirate in Alien 3 with a wooden leg.
She comes up in Alien 3.
She's
shipping up to Boston.
I was gonna say that. I was in the middle of saying that.
Whoa.
To find my wooden leg. Oh, the intestines.
This song's fucking hardcore, man. It gets me hyped up.
The Departed in general gets me hyped up.
Oh my god, I wish you had the Blu-ray of The Departed like I do.
There's a movie I gave it 10 because it fucking deserves it.
Yeah, like really.
The Departed, even though everyone loves The Departed, it's considered one of the better movies that have been made in like the past 10 years. It's still underrated.
Yeah.
I don't think people just, like the opening scene to that movie, just opening scenes, like my god. Oh,
Yep.
Some of the best character writing and character acting that we've ever seen in film.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Damon is gorgeous in that movie.
Like, you know how hard it is to make Matt Damon unlikable?
Hard. And in that movie, you're just like, die.
Matt goddamn Damon.
Who plays Charlie McLikeable guy in every movie.
Who plays motherfucking
Jason Bourne.
Mark Watney, and well, Jason Bourne's pretty unlikable. He's just
That's true.
robot assassin man. I don't like
Mark
those.
Watney is perhaps one of the most likable protagonists in any movie ever.
Have you read the book?
Yes.
Yeah.
I read the book after I saw the movie, though.
I got another great Ridley Scott science fiction movie.
Yeah, better than this.
Really?
The Martian is just it's so good.
I keep forgetting that that's a Ridley Scott movie.
Because it doesn't feel like one.
Because that's so out of his wheelhouse.
But that's the thing, though, when you look at Ridley Scott's entire career, you're just like, oh, it actually...
Oh my god.
Wow, that was a...
Oh my god, it's over.
Was that ending was really fucking quick. It was just like, get in the pod,
That
dude.
is really...
Open the pod bay doors,
Wait.
dude.
Private Crow is listed... Like, the actor's name is listed as Tip Tipping.
Cocooned woman.
Poor bastard.
Jazzer Jays.
Jazz or jizz.
Well,
Well, it's over.
final
Long.
thoughts.
This is the longest 2 hours of my life.
I
I don't even think I'm kidding.
kind of wish we'd watched Alien.
Yeah.
Because,
Or, you know,
it would have been...
Something entertaining.
I mean, it was good.
Is this even Aliens? I think I'm getting punked.
Ashton Kutcher jumps out.
I'd be so happy if he did. That just means this whole thing was a lie.
No, I want Ashton Kutcher to jump
Yeah.
out and say that 2016 was a joke.
Yeah.
Just be like, guess what? The president's Bernie Sanders. And I'm like,
What?
oh my god, thank you.
What I want is for like Donald Trump to be like, "Congratulations, America! You played yourself," and just pull out a 9mm and shoot Mike Pence in the head, and then walk off stage. Like, I'm not president.
That is this.
That's a wet dream.
I'm just gonna hold on, just like,
He's beating off, by the way.
if you can hear the really soft, like, remember how Danny was talking about how he's just like when you're in college and you have like the roommates, like, and you're just like lean over, and then in the middle of the night you just hear. And that's what it sounds like.
Oh, the credits are rolling. Are they like
Where
the
was-
Terminator?
Where was this like cool atmospheric music in the movie?
I'm amazed that this is the James Cameron movie.
That is
Because this is such a boring James Cameron movie.
everyone is just like, oh, the first movie's really like slow paced, and I'm like, really? It isn't.
It's like, well, at least it has pacing.
Wow, do you remember when credits used to be this short? The credits now are so fucking long. And this was a blockbuster.
Dude, I think we are the only people in the world that know credits are almost done when the MPAA logo shows up.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah, we may be needing to stop.
Well, guys, I hope you really enjoyed that.
I'm just going to apologize right now.
I do not apologize. You can send your hate mail to Governor Mike Pence.
Really?
123 at dipshit.com. What is this?
I don't know.
What am I?
Oh, I think it's a
looking at?
THX thing.
What am I looking at?
No, it's a THX thing.
What
It's,
is this?
it's James
What the
Cameron's thing.
fuck is this?
I don't know.
shit?
The animation's kind of cool though.
This is kind of terrifying.
I mean, yeah.
Were those flowers that just grew the Inception ball?
Vagina bong.
It sounded like the girl. Oh.
Oh yeah.
I made Avatar.
I'm actually really scared.
I'm gonna leave you all with fuck Avatar.